really good. Eventually, I will invest in some dog ones, but for now, these ones do the trick. Hola guys, it's Taylor and welcome back to another video. I woke up this morning not really in the right headspace all of a sudden. So I spent all morning applying to more jobs. Today I'm going to try to at least leave the house. So I'm actually going to take Benji to a coffee shop. You probably know it if you're from California. It's called ALFRED'S. Never been there. I've heard amazing things about it. They have these really cool like sandwiches and like small bites and like yogurts and things. So I'm looking forward to checking it out. I have all these water bottles. I buy them in bulk and then I put them in the fridge. But I am like the worst person ever when it comes to just like deciding to actually put them in the fridge. Like for instance, I only have like half a bottle of water left and then that's when I decide, oh yeah, I should probably put these in.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight.
So I actually went to the first Alfred coffee and they didn't have the granola and yogurt. And if we're being honest, I still haven't ate breakfast and it's 1 p.m. So I drove over here. I think this is the Silver Lake location. And then I guess I'm literally gonna get the granola and drink my Alfred coffee from a different Alfred's coffee in the coffee shop. So well, guys, this is what the yogurt and granola looks like. It comes in like a to-go container. First impressions, if I don't get this all over the table. It's really good. I think it'd be really neat if they had like berries or something in here, like blueberries or strawberries. But overall, it's actually kind of good. Also, I have to say, I didn't do like a first impression of the iced mocha. But I will say this is probably one of my favorite coffees I've had in a while. I would probably compare it to Invigitorium, which is in San Diego. I actually have an Instagram reel based on that coffee shop. So I'll leave the reel link down below if I'm able to do that, or also I'll have my links on the screen. This is super similar to the mochaccino or the mocha nut latte, iced latte that they have there. 10 out of 10 recommend. Obviously it doesn't have any like coconut in it, unlike the Invigitorium, but this is essentially that drink without the coconut. So I'm gonna go ahead and give Benji a bath because he has a surgery tomorrow. I'm really scared for it just because like I've never had my dog's teeth personally cleaned before. I'm scared to put them under because it's never happened before. Get my hair cut and hope for the best. One of these days I'll show you exactly how I wash him, but these are the products I've been using. The Tropi Clean is a medicated itch relief one, a pet head conditioner, Lentiful sprays. I have the ear cleaner from the Well and Good. These all can be bought at a Petco. These ones can also be bought at the same retailer. And then these are just a pair of kitchen scissors. Eventually I will invest in some dog ones, but for now these ones do the trick. Guys, today is the day of Benji's dentist surgery. I'm really lagging on going because I really don't want to drop him off and I'm really scared for him, but it's a 37-minute drive, I believe. So let's go ahead and go just because I'm afraid traffic's going to be a little bad, and it's 8 o'clock and I have from 7 to 10 to drop him off today. The dentist he goes to is called the Cat and Dog Dentist. It's actually in Culver City. It's a little far for me, but I mean, it's the one that everyone really like talks about and has really good things to say about it. So fingers crossed. Like I said, this is like quite a big investment today, like a few $1,000 investment. Periodontal disease will eventually affect his organs, and that's what we're trying to prevent today. So yeah, let's get on the road. I just dropped Benji off at his appointment. They said he's probably going to be the first to go, so he might start at 11 and then he probably would be ready to go by like 1 or something. just depending, because they have to like sit and watch them after they're like awake and stuff and make sure they're all good. I booked an appointment for me to get these things off because they're hurting me like no other. Example, on this hand over here, this one popped off. Oh, sorry. I didn't even notice that was like my middle finger, but this one popped off, so I found a cheap salon, which I probably shouldn't have done. Let's go get this off. Super aesthetic on the inside, but the people are not very nice, so it's okay. I looked for like a place that was somewhat cheap where I wouldn't have to pay out my ass to get them taken off. Nothing too spectacular about it though. They didn't like put any lotion on, they didn't offer any like top coat or like ask if I needed anything else. Like what if I wanted to paint them when I took them off? But oh well, I guess that's what you get when you make an appointment and you say you want to take your acrylics off. They're like, okay, down to the point, here you go, in and out. We got Mr. Blingy back. He's a little drunk. Obviously he's like not acting normal. I need to get him home where I can get him some water. I'm just super happy that he's fine, he's well. I did have to pay a little bit extra than I was anticipating because he had 4 teeth removed. So not only did he get his teeth clean, but he also got some removed because they were bad. Oh, honey. He's not gonna eat his regular food today, moral of the story, or for like a whole week, so. Tonight, do I try to spoil him and make him like little pieces of chicken where it'll be easy for him to eat? Or if I should go the route of like getting him a few cans of like wet food. So we're in Target and I got him some chicken and some rice down there just because I was told with his stitches and all he's not going to be able to eat like regular food for a few days. And I was also going to get some salmon, but I'm going to actually wait a little bit before I buy the salmon because I've never actually made salmon at home. So I want to do my research and see if it's like okay for dogs and stuff. So I took a short little bath, put on some comfy clothes. He didn't really like me being in there that long. I think he wants to be like cuddled and comforted. I don't know if I like explained it fully or not, but he had to have 4 teeth actually removed out of his mouth. Some of them had been dead in his mouth, and if you didn't know, if you just let him sit there, it actually can create like periodontal disease, and then periodontal disease can go into like its kidneys and its heart and stuff, and it's just not good for dogs, moral of the story. So I had all 4 removed. I think there's 2 more that they could remove, which are like partially baby teeth that didn't like fully grow in. I'm gonna do that like next year just because they're not harming him at this moment. It's this little bandage on. I will take it off in a little bit. I think it was just to stop the bleeding and whatnot from when they did all the blood work and stuff. But this is what we're gonna do. So I went to the grocery store, as you know. I got the chicken and the rice. I think actually though, I don't really make rice a ton, so I think I prefer to give him something that he has eaten before, like table scraps by accident, such as like scrambled eggs. Scrambled eggs are good for dogs. The only thing that's not good about it is the amount of salt that I would normally put on it. So I think the thing with feeding your dog a meal versus feeding you a meal is, like, as you know, salt can harm the arteries and clog the arteries, and it's actually healthy for dogs in a very small sense. So I will use a little bit of salt in the chicken, but I'm not going to use any salt on the eggs, just to be safe. I don't want to give them like too much salt. I am going to actually boil some chicken, that's why you hear that noise, and then we're going to go ahead and make the scrambled eggs, and I think we're going to feed it to him. So now I'm going to let this sit for around 30 minutes. I'm going to start on my dinner. I'm going to make spaghetti. So I'm going to go ahead and boil my water for my noodles, maybe start my pasta sauce, and then by the time mine is kind of ready, I'll move on to his scrambled eggs. I'm going to be honest, I have a huge thing about like cooking chicken at home. I haven't done it in forever. Normally when I do like grilled chicken or chicken and anything, like a chicken quesadilla, I will buy the pre-made grilled Tyson strips, and then I will cook those, like reheat those I guess, and use them in my dish. Because when I was a kid, I was probably around 6 years old, I remember getting salmonella so bad. I was actually cooking a chicken and rice kind of dish with one of my aunts, and I ended up, I guess, putting my fingers in my mouth after I made the chicken, and my hands weren't thoroughly washed, and I was vomiting convulsively, like not far or after that. So, not a good experience with chicken, and that is why, a little small story, why I personally haven't made chicken and rice or chicken anything with raw meat in a long time. It just traumatized me, what can I say? Does anyone else have weird traumatizing experiences? Because I want to hear about it. Mine is kind of a little weird because everyone's like, well, why don't you just make your own chicken? Like, it's not that hard. And I'm just like, you don't understand. I didn't document me making his scrambled egg. I just made him one just because he's only supposed to have 1/4 a serving each meal. So I'm afraid with the chicken all chopped up and shredded, I don't want to give him too much egg. So I only made 1 egg. I'm going ahead and dumping the water out of the chicken. I'm going to then cut the chicken up finely into pieces or shreds. We're gonna go ahead and put it in his doggy bowl. Bon appetit! I do want to apologize. I'm really bad about not ending these videos, so I'm so sorry. I'm currently on the couch with Benji. He's still not feeling the greatest, kind of like loopy all over the place. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'll have my links on the screen if you want to follow me when I'm not here on YouTube. And hopefully the next episode of the car podcast should be uploaded in the next video. If not, stay on the lookout and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.